I know what the comments are going to say. You're wearing a camouflage Pittsburgh Steelers Heinz Ward jersey, which makes sense because your Pittsburgh Steelers run defense today was about as visible as you in a camouflage jersey. And to that answer, I got... No, we're not even playing the intro today. We got embarrassed against the Baltimore Ravens. Game just ended 34-17. We lose. We came into this game with the chance to win the AFC North, to put a stamp on this rivalry. And you let Derrick Henry run for over 100 yards, not over 100 yards, for 162 yards, 44 of those coming on a long burst in the fourth quarter. You hold Lamar Jackson mostly in check outside of a long pass play and a couple red zone passing touchdown plays, mainly set up from the fact that Derrick Henry was getting 10-yard gains at the will in the first half, and the Pittsburgh Steelers just lose. We just lose. It was embarrassing defensively. I know we have people out. I know Joey Porter Jr. got hurt at the beginning of this game. I know Larry Ogunjobi's out. I know we're missing Deshaun Elliott and Dante Jackson. So we're playing with our third and fourth cornerbacks. But our defensive front, our linebackers, our defensive line, our outside, we should have been able to stop Derrick Henry from putting up 162 goddamn yards, hitting time after time 10-yard run type plays. Basically, second and 10, first and 10, he'll just get a first down. And we even got gifted things. Lamar Jackson, after Derrick Henry ran for 44 yards in the fourth quarter, they're up 7 points, gifted Mika Fitzpatrick a mind-boggling bad interception where, when we pressured Jackson, when he had to deal with the Steelers pass rush, he was awful this game. Outside of maybe one or two throws that were good, he was throwing bad passes. Here he threw a bad interception. He wasn't the game-breaking force that allowed the Ravens to win this game. He wasn't the quote-unquote MVP candidate. That was Derrick Henry. And we got gifted interception. What happens? Literally, before you blink and you happen again, Russell Wilson throws an interception, a second turnover of the game, a second game-breaking turnover of the game, and it's a pick six for the Ravens in what was once 24-17. The Steelers having a chance to tie it back up again, ends up a 31-17 type game, and the Steelers at that point were out of it. We were in maintenance mode. We had to punt the next drive because we had a bad false start call, but whatever, it doesn't matter. There's no excuses for this game. The main game comes down to a few things. One, the game is literally, the game is tied 10-10 or 7-7, something like that. We're driving down the field. Russ is making plays with his legs. He's making a big play with his leg. He's running, going towards the end zone. He can easily slide down. We can get the ball first and goal at the slide. He instead tries to truck a defensive player, fumbles the ball, and Baltimore picks it up. They took the ball 95 yards down the field to score, to take a lead, and what should have been a 14-7 game for the Steelers now became a 14-7 game for the Ravens. And yeah, the turnovers were killer today. Russ cannot be turning the ball over. Defensively, we can't be giving up runs for 10-plus yards consistently to Derrick Henry, because guess what? There are other good running backs in the league. And again, this was our chance to just win the division. We can't be the first seed anymore. So we can't, win the division, guarantee a home playoff game. You have the Chiefs left. You have a Bengals playing for their playoffs life left. And now we're stuck in a scenario where we need to win out to win the division. Or if we win one game and Baltimore only loses a game, we win the division. But it's just so infuriating to see the Pittsburgh Steelers have this golden opportunity and we just turned the ball over when we didn't need to. We could not play a good defense today against the run. We were still getting hit early for dipping and dime type plays. It was like 3rd and 9 at one point, and granted, we were playing like our third cornerback with Joey Porter out, but 3rd and 9, and it's just a simple out route for a first down where our corner's playing 15 yards off the ball. There's just so much to hate this game. Offense without George Pickens, we had plays. Russ threw a great ball to Calvin Austin. He threw for over 200 yards passing. But you can't have the goddamn interception. You can't take some of the sacks he was. And when you have a scoring opportunity, you protect the goddamn ball. You don't fumble it at the 5-yard line when you guys have been running and showing success in the red zone all game long. These are game-breaking turnovers that the Ravens did a great job making sure on both those turnovers to get 14 points to make sure we're fucked over. And the only turnover we got was an interception that literally turned into a pick six 1 or 2 plays later. I don't know what to say. I feel like they kept Pickens out of this game to make sure he was healthy for the Kansas City Chiefs games. We're now the biggest, Houston Texans fans. Hey, Houston, please beat the Ravens on Christmas Day. And if we beat the Chiefs somehow, we win the division. But we need to get healthy. We need our corners to be healthy. We need to be able to play better on defense. This defense has gotten laughably bad. For the longest time, it was the Steelers' offense we called issues with. The defense is now consistently giving up 30-plus points, and it's become an issue. And whether it's dinking and dumping pass plays, whether it's just Derrick Henry getting 10 yards a carry early in the game and throughout the game, it's just not good enough, and it's going to cost us a season. We're going to go out in the first round again, and yes, part of me is like, hey, this is still a young core of a team. We're still building up, but we saw this defense play lights out earlier this year, and all of a sudden it has regressed, to a point to where I'm praying our defense can hold somebody under 20 points. Give me your questions in the comments. I want to see Steelers fans pissed off in the comments here. Ravens fans, if you see this, laugh up a storm. Make us feel bad. We made you feel bad. I called Mike Tomlin, Lamar Jackson, and John Harbaugh's daddy because we won so many games lately against them. But today, you spanked us. You need to be laughing at us. You need to be making fun of us because that was embarrassing for us, and we deserve to eat all the egg on the face. This 21st. It's 4 days to Christmas. It is the longest day of the year, and the Steelers showed up for about as much time as there was daylight today, which is a very short and non-important amount. I will see you Christmas Day for the live watch along with it. I will see you Christmas Day with my Steelers Christmas Sunday Christmas edition, but something's got to change here. Something's got to change fast, or else we're going to end up 10-7 to end the season, and we'll have to play the Ravens or the Texans in the first round at their place. Oh, this is so bad. So bad.